Hi guys, Creative Lori here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I am a home stager and I like to share with you all my DIYs, my projects, my decor hauls. But today I am doing an awesome challenge presented by Arlynn from Arlynn's Country Craft Corner and Kim from Sweet Daisy Creations. They are collaborating together and have presented this challenge to us fellow YouTubers. And the challenge was to create a summer outdoor cozy corner. And the rules are you could use a wagon, a crate, a stool, a bench, a table, etc. And you had to use a bow and a sign. And so I'm going to link down below in the description box both of their channels along with the playlist once it's ready. And make sure you check out all of the very talented YouTubers that have made their cozy corners. And I can't wait to check everyone's out. And also Arlynn has been so kind to also include her subscribers. So her subscribers have sent in pictures. So she'll have created a separate video for that, which I think is amazing of her, and she does such a great job with editing. So I will link that video once it's available also in my description box. So let's get started. So mine is supposed to be of a French farmer's floral market, and not so much a farmer's market. It's more of like in France they have these little pop-ups, and in Italy too, where the farmers come into town or the city and they just unload the back of their truck and they have all these flowers or fruit, and then they use buckets and ladders and milk crates to put their items on. And so typically I have these cubes that you see here, the wood ones, flanking each side of my door. And it's been like that since I've lived here almost 15 years. So it's time that I wanted to do something different. So I really am missing Europe right now. And I really love their little floral markets. They literally just pull up their truck and unload, you know, they don't have tables generally. They just have like their milk crates, ladders, stools, crates. So it was like right up the alley of Arlynn's Country Craft Corners challenge and Kim's, where you have to use these items. So I use some buckets, a watering can, which they use often, a hanging basket. Sometimes they use actually some, like coffee cans to put flowers in, or canned, cans that they just peel the label off. So I'm trying to mimic that over here and there. And a lot of times, and I'll go from right to left and I'll explain everything, but a lot of times they just use what they have, and it's so amazing, you guys. Their flowers are just so amazing. So starting on this end, I have a little crate, and I'm going to try to go through this quickly because it's like 101 today and I'm melting. So right here I have, like, let's say that would be like their milk crate, and they usually turn it over and they put like a crate on top of it, and they always have wood crates, it seems like, and then they put a bucket usually, and then they have the flowers wrapped in bunches. And so I have some dogwood here with some moss rocks in the back just to hide the stems. And then above here, I have an old watering can with some, I can't remember what these were called at the Dollar Tree. I can't remember. Cherry blossoms. And some pussy willows mixed in. And a lot of times they would mix like the taller flowers together. And then I have one bow over here. And that just kind of reminded me of, I don't know, of Europe a little bit, like the French or the blue ticking. And I have a little can here that would represent like their little can containers that they have, and they put like, lavender or whatever in it. And so that's one side. And then I have a ladder. They always seem to use ladders, which I just think is so adorable. So this is the ladder. I'll give you a side view. This is an old ladder of mine that it's the middle rung is broken, so it's perfect actually. I still use it though. I just don't use that step. So starting from the bottom, a lot of times they'll have hanging plants too, and those are a little bit more money usually. But so here's some lavender in there, hanging off of the broken step. There is my second bow. I got that from Hobby Lobby. It was 80% off. And so I stuck in some like little stems of lavender here, because sometimes when you buy like 1 or 2 bunches from them, they'll give you like 3 little snippets, 3 stems of flowers, enough to put in like a little water glass, which I think is adorable. And it's usually sweet peas, something of that sort, which I love sweet peas. And then up here I have another little smaller crate that I got from a wonderful subscriber of mine. Hi, Diana and friend. So I'm using her crate that she gave me so generously, and I put some hydrangea in there. And then here's the sign. So, okay, so my French is pretty bad. My mom spoke French, and she thought it was so disgraceful that my sister and I were not fluent, but this is what it says. So forgive me, guys, if I'm butchering it, and if I misspelled it. Forgive me. I am terrible. I'm better at Spanish, but I'm worse at French, it seems like. Okay, so it says, Marché aux fleurs français, 3 per groupe. So in English, that just says French floral market, $3 per bunch. And I hope I spelled everything correctly. So let me know if I didn't, or if I said something wrong. Anyways, so I think my mom would have liked this. So then next to the ladder, I have another one of my Target planter boxes. So that would be like another milk crate that they turn upside down, and they would put like another bucket on it. And I have some baby's breath from the Dollar Tree with some moss rocks in the back. And then that was also to kind of like a rendition of their coffee cans that they would use. And I have some forsythia and some pussy willows in there. And then off to the side here, I have another little ladder. And often they would make wreaths. I thought that was so neat. And you could take home a fresh wreath. And this is just a little lavender wreath. They'd use like eucalyptus most of the time, or, oh, what is that greenery called? Cypress. Oh, I can't remember. I have it in my other house. Anyways, they would use like the greenery and then tuck in some fresh flowers. And those were a little bit more. And they'd always hang it with twine. So I'm kind of doing the same that they're doing. And then that little container is to mimic a, can again. And it has some peonies in there. And then this one is to mimic like maybe another coffee can or pasta sauce can that they have. And I have in here some, I don't know what these flowers are called, but these are from the 99-cent store. And they look really realistic. Oop, let's focus. There we go. And that is it. Most of the time, the little pop-ups, they just pop up. They just pop up on the corner. And they'd sell out pretty quickly, too. They didn't last very long. They would be there maybe like a couple hours, and then they'd be done. If that. But they'd have a lot more flowers than this, than I'm putting out here. So yes, this is my interpretation of a French pop-up floral market from a farmer that comes into town in France and sets up. And they do this with like fruit, they do it with vegetables, they'll do it with the flowers. And I just so miss it, you guys. I really miss, like we go into supermarkets and we buy everything that we need. So, okay guys, sorry I had to pause. Some neighbors were pulling in their garbage cans. So anyways, this is how they would do like a little setup. It would probably be maybe just as big as this, or a little bit bigger, but they would have like the crate would be completely filled, and the buckets would be just packed with all these flowers. And I just remember thinking, gosh, they were so inexpensive, you know? Well, for France, you know, or for, you know, wherever we were. Seems like here our flowers are just expensive. But this is my little rendition. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and I hope you like my cozy corner. And I wanted to thank Arlynn and Kim. Thank you so much for this awesome challenge. It was so much fun. I can't tell you how many times like I changed this because I just wanted it to be right. And what I remember what they did in France and Italy. And I hope you guys enjoyed my version of this. And so I can't wait to watch the playlist and everyone else's video. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. And also, I do have an Instagram page. I will link that in the description box as well. And I've just started posting random pictures that I haven't even put on YouTube yet. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And that would be great if you could follow me. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. I'm melting out here. Bye, guys. Oh, and also, if you're wondering what that sound is in the background, it's my fountain. So, I always forget to say that because someone will ask, what's that noise in the background? But it's my fountain. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.